You might find this hard to believe, but it was about 49 years ago today when I lived in Canada and I had a job selling copiers. It was March, it was the springtime, didn't feel much like it in Vancouver, British Columbia, believe me, but nonetheless I was there. And the one thing I knew about selling was I was scared to death. I was scared to cold call, I was scared to present, I was definitely scared to ask for the order. I was completely green, but I learned a very powerful secret that actually was the very first thing I learned that began to turn the tables for me. And if you're struggling in sales, you need to listen to this one. I'd made a presentation, a demo as we used to call it, of the copier to an accountant. And I was competing against, you named it, Xerox. I mean, come on, they were the virtual monopoly back in the mid-70s. And so the bottom line is the accountant told me, now I'm going to get it from Xerox. And he went ahead and signed a rental agreement with Xerox. And so I lost the sale because we couldn't rent, we only sold. But about a month later, he called me. And he said, I'm sitting here with egg on my face. I hate to tell you this, but I was so naive. I thought that was a literal thing. I thought, why are you telling me? Are you eating lunch, breakfast? What's going on? I don't get it. But he then went on to explain. I know it's naive, but look, this was almost 50 years ago. Give me a little bit of credit or a little bit of grace maybe. But anyway, so he says, I made a bad decision with the Xerox. I'm getting rid of it and I want to get yours. Can you come by? I want to buy it. And I was like, yes, sir. And he went on to explain something that changed my life. He said, I should have bought from you in the beginning. He said, because you don't even look like you know how to lie, let alone be motivated to lie. You exude honesty and integrity. I should have trusted that. And so basically what he was saying is, I'm buying from you because I trust you. He bought from Xerox because they were the brand name that everybody knew. They were synonymous. Hey, would you Xerox this for me instead of copy it for me? It was that synonymous. And so we were just a little company competing with Xerox and that he probably hadn't heard of. And so I can understand why he'd want to go with a big name, right? But it turned out not to be a good decision for him. And he bought the copier from me. But the reason he said he bought it from me was because he realized he could trust me. And I thought to myself, I'm not a good presenter. I don't have a slick presentation. I'm scared, I'm this and that. I'm all those other things that I was almost 50 years ago. But I'm trustworthy. People trust me. I can build on that. I don't have to be slick or any other thing. Just be who I was and let people know who I was and have a context, if you will, for connection. And in that connection, trust is established, and trust is the bridge over which you can transport your goods, your services, and your ideas. Friend, if you want to do well in sales, step number 1, learn to create a climate of trust. God bless you.